Hi guys, so my name is Bianca. Today I'm going to be talking to you a little bit about the steps that you would need to take if you want to become a foster parent. Um, so, um, have you ever wondered the steps you would have to take to become a foster parent in New York State? I'm going to explain all of those steps to you today. Um, in the latest report, it was found that there is 25,397 children in foster care in New York State. If you want to help diminish that number, I'm going to explain to you today the steps that you would need to take in order to do that. So, we're going to start off by talking about the role of a foster parent. So, what does a foster parent do? A foster parent provides temporary, safe, and nurturing homes for children when their parents are unable to, and due to many different reasons. Um, there can be two reasons why children enter foster care. The first reason is because they are removed from the home due to neglect or harm that could come their way. The other reason that children can be removed is if their parents are going through traumatic experiences such as being hospitalized or losing their jobs and they're unable to care for their child at this time. Then their parents can choose to put them in foster care. Um, the first One of the things you will have to do to become a foster parent is have a home study. Um, for a home study, um, a social worker will come to your home and they will check out your home and make sure that everything is safe for a child. Um, before you have your home study, you will actually have what's called the MAP training, which stands for Model Approach to Partnerships in Parenting. This encourages open communication and trust among foster families, adoptive families, birth families, and the caseworker staff. The program examines 12 criteria or skills necessary for successful foster parenting. And when they come in to your house for the home study, you must have working smoke detectors on each level of your home. Um, Another thing that will happen is that you will have a home finders visit. This can happen during your home study or it can happen after your home study. It depends on what works for your social worker, what works for you and your schedule. So, during your home finders visit, you'll be asked a plethora of questions on your parenting styles, your experience with children, and how you can help children with trauma. So, they will ask you your experience with raising children, your experience with issues of children with neglect, your approach to discipline, your awareness of important measures that provide a safe environment for children, and the awareness of potential impact of foster parenting on family members and the family's current lifestyle, and the ability and interest in being a partner in carrying out the permanency plan. The permanency plan is the plan that is put together by the social worker, everybody that um, is going to help that family. So, judges, lawyers, foster parents, the birth family, and the permanency plan is going to be a plan that helps the birth family get their child back through reunification. So, in order to be a foster parent, you have to be able to say that you will go along with a reunification plan. Um, Another thing is there's also some other qualifications that you have to meet. So, in order to be a foster parent, you must be 21 years of age or older in order to be a foster parent. You also will need 3 character references. So, these character references are people who will talk about your character. So, it can be anybody you want it to be. One person has to be someone that you work for. So your boss, um, if you have a job. outside the home. And these character references will talk about how you manage your money, um, everything about your character. So, um, your some skills that you have, any traits that you have that will help you to be a good foster parent. Um, Another thing is that you also will need to obtain a doctor's note. So you must be in good physical and mental health and free from communicable diseases. So you will need a written physician's report that states that you have had a physical examination, that you are healthy enough to have kids come into your home. You will also need this note to be done biannually as well if you do become a foster parent. Another thing that I want to talk about that you'll have to do is you will have to get fingerprinted. The reason you need to get fingerprinted is because they will run your prints through their system to check your criminal history. Because if you have a criminal history, then you are unable to be a foster parent. They will also run it through the SCR, which stands for Statewide Central Register of Child Abuse and Maltreatment. So if you've ever been, if they've ever found that you were abusing or not treating a child right, you might be on this list. And if that's the case, then you will not be allowed to be a foster parent, unfortunately. So if you decide that you want to be a foster parent, those are the steps that you would need to talk to or that you would need to go through. So thank you for coming to my TED Talk. But seriously, the path to becoming a foster parent is pretty straightforward. There's certain things you do need to do in order to be approved and certified, but if you follow all of those steps, then you will be a certified foster parent and you can help us diminish that number at the beginning. Thank you.